welcome everyone to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football. Mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. And the Utes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mountaineers offense will start this game off. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Sweet feet on the move. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Utah Utes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Now on first down from the 30. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The Utes get enough to move the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. Wide receiver shows motion. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Utes line it up with a first and goal. Makes his connection. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Utah.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
West Virginia has it, the offense ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
You gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did so.
And they got him for the sack.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point.
And the pass hits, picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away.
Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback will audible. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Wilson will throw. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wilson to pass. Setting up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Got it in the middle. It's Washington. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to go up top. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll go back to the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They move the tight end all over. They'll run play action. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. On target to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his play.
Throws toward the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll keep it himself. He's loose at the 15. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's going to pass. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Using the quick game. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed near the sticks. It's Morton. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Yeah, that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the touchdown off the board. A costly offensive pass interference penalty. Remember, both guys have a right to fight for the ball. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moves away as he feels pressure. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked.
All kinds of running room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. From the shotgun, they'll run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Low man wins, and oh my goodness, he's still moving. He's now up to 58 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Wilson to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. It's caught. Touchdown, Utah! They take the lead with the 6. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Morton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the returner will be knocked down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Ray. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Can anyone catch him? And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 25 over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
It's a fake he wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Tosses it incomplete. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, it's my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. We should have ran a better route.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Running it back, it's Robinson. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ray. Fighting off the defender. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
He'll pitch it. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Scoops it up, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Collins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking for a gap. It's Andrews. And the Utes have a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And the Utes are marching down the field. Quarterback checking the play. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He's got it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll go to the fullback. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. The give as they work on that clock. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to the tailback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And Listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The give out of the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wilson to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, big moment for the defense now because you know you're one play away from winning this thing. You've got a one-possession lead. You've just forced 3 straight incompletions. Do you have enough?
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Utes! Now this to tie it up, heading to the break. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Looking for the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Farmer. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field and everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They jump on top here in OT. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using his legs, it's Andrews. Running with power. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Wilson will throw. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime.